Okay, I'm Maria Connor here with Under the Golden Gate, and we're on Polk Street, my new favorite neighborhood here. And what we're doing is we're talking to a few shop owners because it seems to be that the internet and the tech boom is actually hurting some businesses and helping others. We're at one place called the Fields Bookstore. This is one of my favorite places to come when I'm waiting for pizza over at Victor's Pizza or just wandering around. Going into Fields Bookstore, which is a store with a spiritual store with a lot of wonderful books that I've gone in and looked at and really pondered the existence, read Carl Jung, the Enlightened Next magazine, Buddhist magazines, all kinds of fabulous things. And I was very disappointed to find out that this place is closing down after 81 years because the internet is killing this business and people need to understand what's going on. Diversity, meeting people, browsing. We're losing that. And this is a really important thing. And we're going to talk with the shop owner and try to understand what's going on and find out if there is a silver lining here. Hello, I'm Maria Connor here at Fields Books with Dave, who's the owner of this store. And I've been coming to this store for many years. I just love coming here and browsing and the people that I meet. And this store has been here for 81 years, and I understand now, because of the internet, this has to be shut down. Is that?
Yeah, it's been a combination of factors. The economic collapse of 2008 was a big piece of it. In general, the changing culture, increasing technologies has been a really double-edged sword. We've had availability of books a lot more easily to everyone through internet sales, but it's also put a lot of pressure on the brick-and-mortar bookstores, which have to have a whole lot more overhead to stay open. And the really big players on the internet, such as Amazon, do a lot to push down margins for bookstore owners and publishers, which pushes up the list prices of books, which makes the difference between what we're able to offer things at and of general trade books and what the deep discounts they do. It just became more of a wider gap. We've been holding on as long as we could. We've been here 81 years. I've had the store since 2001. But looking at things objectively, it was time for us to consider just keeping the store open in some form rather than not at all. So that's when we made our decision to move to the internet only. We've been on the internet for about 6 years now. So.
Is there any silver lining? Like when you close the store, you save some expenses, maybe you have access to other books. Is there sort of a positive side to this?
Let's see. The positive side is that Fields Bookstore will continue, hopefully, to its 100th anniversary. We'll continue the spirit of the store and the place, and hopefully continue to try and build a new type of community online. So.
Yeah, it's almost like you wonder if it's a transitional period because, I always loved coming in here, just walking around the street and like you're waiting for people. And this is a great place to come. You talk to people, you chat. It's really connecting in person. And it's really just a tremendous loss. And I'm trying to think through, is this inevitable or is there a way to save these kinds of stores?
I think, just largely the way things are structured in our economy and people's awareness, I think it's largely inevitable. It takes an enormous sacrifice from the business owners to do this, and a lot of attention from the people who love the institutions. We've been very fortunate to have a lot of very caring and considerate customers who have been doing their best to frequent the store as often they can, because they know it's a challenging environment for stores. So a lot of our customers have been doing yeoman's work, and it's been so greatly appreciated. It's kept us here as long as we've been here. So
the diversity of books you have in here is really, really fabulous. I mean, you have maybe 2 or 3 of the same book, things you can see here that you probably can't get other places. I'm wondering, can technology increase diversity and community through social networking?
It increases the availability and diversity in that. The power of the internet has been, it's really given anybody, regardless of location, a wealth of information at their fingertips, really. Both things that are on the web or access to books that are, available in far-flung places. And that's wonderful. One of the things that I'm seeing is for people who really care about the book as book, there's a flourishing boutique sounds almost frivolous, but it's a care for the art of the book. So, books as they were once made with better paper, for longevity, with a sense of the aesthetic. And a lot of the, as a lot of the publishers have consolidated, they've lost a lot of that. The books get printed on pulpier paper with not a whole lot of care as to, having it last for more than a couple of years. And I'm working with publishers who are designing and publishing, binding their books for a 500-year lifespan.
Wow, it's like, and one thing that's definitely is lost here, you could argue whether or not the internet increases or reduces diversity, but me personally, not having a store like this, not being able to come in here and smell it, touch it, feel it, talk to people like you, see you talking to customers, is regardless of how you slice it, is a big loss. And I wish you luck in the next, in the internet version.
Okay, thank you very much.
And finally, what is your website address?
Fieldsbooks.com, and we've been online for 6 years, and we've pretty much all the books in the store we have online, and we'll be continuing to add more descriptions, more pictures, and more community on the website.
Okay, great. And I did have one final question. If I've seen you here many times, and I've always just looked at you so eagerly talking to customers and discussing things, and I was just curious what sort of aspect of the books, what types of books do you like to read? Is there any kind of spiritual things that you like to follow?
Yeah, my interest is in the Western mystery traditions, which is everything from ancient Egypt through the ancient Greeks into the Renaissance philosophies and medieval grimoires into the modern magical and ceremonial and witchcraft traditions. So one line of wisdom that sort of you can call out of this. Yeah, it's really a call for people to just when they're shopping, shop consciously. The internet's great for buying books. Amazon has its place, but make each choice a conscious choice, because the fabric of your community is something that is tenuous and incredibly important. When it's gone away, a lot of it will not come back. So just be conscious in your choices.
I agree. I think who we vote for president is much less important than who we vote in terms of commerce and products.
It impacts the world very local to you.
Well, thank you, Dave, so much, and I wish you good luck with everything. And I'm going to go check out your books on the bookstore, and definitely. So thank you so much.